Thank you for joining me today for the Puffy Eye tutorial. Now, I'm certain that everybody out there has had puffy eyes at some point, but it's really only when they're problematic that they're going to go on longer than just when you get out of bed. So here I'm going to give you some solutions and pro tips, of course, on how to deal with puffy eyes. It's probably no big surprise to you that the number one cause of puffy eyes is actually lack of sleep. And this is when we notice mostly when we wake up in the morning and you see these big bags over and under your eyes. You're like, damn, I didn't sleep good last night. So the solution to this problem would be looking at how you sleep and when you sleep and what quality of sleep you're getting. And there's a lot of interesting articles out there about how to prepare your body for sleep and at what time the different hormones kick in and what role they play in you getting through all your cycles of sleep. This is something you should really read about, and one of the biggest things they talk about is turn off your phones, turn off your bright TVs. Between 10 and 2 is when you're going to get your deepest and your best sleep. So the closer to 10 o'clock, the more chances that you're going to go through all your sleep cycles at night and be fully rejuvenated in the morning. Other things, of course, could be stress, twisting and turning in the bed, your mind going crazy. Also, if you've drank alcohol, it's clear you're not going to get through your complete sleep cycles. These are things you should look at and have a little analysis of what your routine is before you go to bed. Next most common factor for having puffy eyes would be allergies. Now, when we get to spring and all the grass pollens are coming out and the tree pollens, this can be hugely irritating. If you know that this is what's causing your allergy, make sure you take your antihistamines before the season actually starts so you have a nice level of antihistamine in your body and you can fight the allergies and reduce the chances of you having puffy eyes. Also, from May until October is house mite season. So maybe you don't have pollen allergies, but you could have house mite allergy. So watch out for this and check, maybe the one or both of these could be the reasons why you're having puffy eyes. Another huge factor for having puffy eyes in the morning is your salt intake. And yes, completely guilty of this. So what I try to do is I try to reduce my salt intake, and when I really consciously make an effort to reduce my salt intake, well, my puffy eyes also reduce. It was quite interesting to find that there's a lot of hidden salts in some of the very common foods that we eat. And if you're not really controlling how many grams of this or how many grams of that, but just look out for this, that it could be something that you inadvertently are taking that could have a high salt content and maybe cause of your puffy eyes. Dehydration plays a huge role in puffiness in general, whether it be puffiness and water retention in your body. You will certainly notice around the eyes. A tip for this is, of course, to start drinking more water between the time you get up, whether it be 6 or 7 or 8, and about 6 or 7 in the evening, because you don't want to be disturbed at night by drinking lots of water just before you go to bed. Not only is this great for getting the puffiness away, it's fantastic for your skin. It'll keep your skin bright, it'll keep your skin calm, and it'll keep you looking radiant. It's a very obvious one, but being ill is a very common reason that we would get puffiness around the eyes. Whether you have a flu, a cold, nasal congestion, or sinus congestion, these are reasons, but these are temporary things. Normally, when the nasal congestion or the cold or whatever sickness goes away, the puffiness around your eyes and your face will certainly diminish. Here are some other solutions of things that you can do to remove the puffiness around your eyes. Last week I gave a video on acupressure massage or deep tissue massage for the face, and these movements that you can do around the eyes, for example, like lifting in this area, pinching the eyebrows, is really excellent for getting the lymph moving. And when you wake up in the morning, you generally have a slight puffiness, And this is because the lymph system is dormant at night, and you can help move it along just by pressing here on the eyebrows, on the eyelids, tapping underneath. These are all things that help really, really nice. And then by drawing gently across your face towards the ears and draining it down the side of your face. The good old-fashioned cold face cloth on the eyes is also quite a good idea. But if you're really impatient and you don't want to lie there for 5 or 10 minutes with a cold face cloth on your eyes, I would do the pinching, and it gets it moving much quicker than it would be if you're just going to lie there, and who's got 10 minutes in the morning to spare. Sleeping with your head higher at night is fantastic for reducing puffiness in the face at night. You'll be waking up with less puffiness if you sleep, for example, on 2 or 3 pillows, but it's very important that the head is higher up than the rest of the body. If you suffer from neck problems, I can completely understand that this is going to be very uncomfortable for you, but maybe you can do what I do, and it's called inclined sleeping. It's where you raise your mattress about 10 to 15 centimeters. So it's a very gentle incline, and not only has this a great effect on preventing puffiness in the morning, it has numerous health benefits. Eye creams or eye serums containing caffeine have been quite a rage for a few years now, and these have proven benefits in reducing puffy eyes both at night and during the day. Other ingredients that you can look out for are vitamin C and E, certainly hyaluronic acid and retinol, because it also encourages collagen production in the skin. A pro tip is don't be tapping just your eye cream on. I would suggest that you massage your eye cream on, you put it on your ring fingers, you dot it along, and then you move it across. It's almost like the movement that I described earlier, the same on the top. A lot of people forget to put eye cream on the upper lid, and this is hugely important. So also massage it along. You can press it along, but definitely don't, this tapping is going no place. You're not even spreading your eye cream correctly when you're tapping. Cooling gel masks that you can keep in the fridge are also very common solutions for eye puffiness. Now, I think this is fine on every now and then, but as a daily routine, I think it's a little bit complicated. So what would be probably much easier is to do the tapping movements around the eyes, the pinching movements around the eyes, and of course, massaging in your eye cream as I just described. We can't forget these facial cool jade facial rollers that are extremely popular for the moment. I think this is a nice thing because you don't have to use it only around the eyes, you can use it all over the face, and they're actually a very nice thing to use. Although I don't use one myself, I think they're a really nice idea. I hope you enjoyed today's video and that you're going to try out some of the solutions for puffy eyes. In the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you've got any questions on this or any other skincare issues, please post them in the comment section below.